Hey, welcome back to Major Slack Attack, your first stop to become oblivious to master difficulty in Oblivion Remastered. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to get better alchemy gear. I'm going to show you 3 different methods. The first method you could do at any level, even at level 1, and you will get a guaranteed complete set of Apprentice alchemy gear. That is an Apprentice Alembic, Calcinator, Retort, and Mortar and Pestle. The second method is the shopping method. You can also do it at any level, no guarantees, but you'll be hitting up so many alchemy gear merchants that your chances of getting high quality gear are pretty good. What gear you'll get will depend on your character level. More on that later. The third method is the Tatar farming method. Okay, some of you may be familiar with this. You go to Tatar and you farm up some gear. This method should only be attempted at level 17 or above because that's when master gear starts appearing, and well, farming, let's face it, is incredibly tedious. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Another journeyman, damn it. Finally a master, but it's another calcinator. Ah! And depending on how lucky you are, could be very frustrating. I will probably cover this method next video, and I'll probably just be doing it for posterity, as I personally can't stand farming, and also it's not very walkthrough friendly. If, for example, I come up with a complete set of mastery alchemy gear and you don't, well, then you're just SOL, aren't you? Yeah, so no, I'm not going to do that. But I am going to show it next video just for posterity. All right, back to the first method. This will happen at Fathus Aaron's Tower. It was right down here in the south, right there, Fathus Aaron's Tower. The navigational route I'm about to show you also applies to the Thieves Guild quest, the Arrow of Extrication. Once again, the Thieves Guild quest, the Arrow of Extrication, is the exact same navigational route for that quest, okay? And I'm going to show you how to get past the locked old wooden door in Bravo Wizard's Grotto. And I will also show you an alternate method of getting into Bravo Wizard's Grotto that doesn't involve sneaking through Castle Bravo. Before moving on, I'd just like to remind all viewers that I do real walkthroughs, not blind playthroughs. I put a lot of time and effort into these videos, so I'd appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up and subscribe to help support the channel. This is the real deal, and I'm dead serious about my work. How serious am I? Post-production Slack, would you please insert the top secret navigational map of Bravo Wizard's Grotto that I had the Major Slack research and development team work up just for this video? Thank you very much. There you go. That's how serious I am. Yeah, that's right. I don't fuck around. Pardon my French. All right, enough of the small talk. Roll the intro. He makes dumb jokes while he shoots his guns. Major Slack is lots of fun.
Major Slack Attack.
Hey, wait a minute. There's no guns in this game.
Shut up, Pee-wee. All right, picking up the walkthrough where we left off here in Frostcrag Spire. This video has chapters. If you want to skip ahead to a certain part, just hover over the video playback bar and you'll see the chapters. To continue, all you're going to need is, if you're following the walkthrough, all you're going to need is the Fin Gleam helmet. I might already have that on board. Nope, here it is. Fin Gleam helmet. Slack, I'm not following the walkthrough. I now have the Fin Gleam helmet. Watch part 6. Part 6 of this walkthrough will show you where to get the Fin Gleam helmet. You definitely need to breathe underwater for a considerable amount of time. Right? Got that? And I think I want to bring along a whole bunch of extra arrows just in case. So, I'm going to bring on, say, 100 Dwarven arrows. And everything else is just the gear that we've been making and accumulating and putting together so far. That's going to get us through. All right, let's go have some fun. First, a guaranteed set of Apprentice alchemy gear, complete set at Fathus Aaron's Tower. This starts off by going to Bayron's Stables here just above Bravo. Go there now. And let's wait till date. Let me just make sure my loadout is in good order. Heal me, brighten up, that's good. Zookeeper. Nope, this should be the Brain Scrambler. Dragon Skin, that's right. Damage Health, that's right. You know what? Let's go with the heavy duty, the heavy artillery, and use up some of these. Death on a stick, since we're going to be making better death on a stick later on. And the scamp. And yep, we're good. Okay, so let's wait till daytime. They're still working on the balcony across the street, even though it's a rather chilly day here in Montreal, Quebec. And the windows are all shut. They're running, you know, circular saws, and they're hammering like crazy across the street. So you may hear some noise coming in that my noise filter can't filter out. All right, so Fathus Aaron's tower is right here. If you go to Fathus Aaron's tower front door, it's going to be locked. The front door is locked by a key that you can only pickpocket off Fathus Aaron's himself. And we're not going to do that. There's another way to get into Fathus Aaron's tower, and that's by a trap door in the middle of Nibbin Bay. It's a lot easier to do that than to sneak through Castle Bravo, in my humble opinion. Right? And the trap door is right at the A in Nibbin Bay. Okay, so if you put a marker right, boom, there, right directly below there, that's where the trapdoor is. It's that easy. Who loves you? Slack loves us. That's right. Don't you forget it. So let's go. Let's go there. And I'm going to take some water walking potions. Let me just get to the edge here. There's probably some mud crabs hanging around here. Okay, we're good. And it's going to jam down a water walker and speed runner, and that's it. And we're going straight towards our marker. Heal up there, and maybe gulp down a couple of restore fatigue potions so I don't lose fatigue. Alright, punch it, Chewy. Okay, so we're going straight towards our marker, right on top of the A in Nibbin Bay. And I'm a poet and I don't know it. Whee! Walking on water here, boss. Water skiing? Water skiing? I don't need no stinking water skiing. Okay, so we're getting down to it. 30 paces away, 20 paces away. Right about here, right here. Okay, so get your underwater gear on. Fin Gleam helmet. And we're just going to wait an hour for the water walking potion to wear off. And look, into the drink we go, and we're going straight down. Straight down to find this rock right here, this big rock. You can't miss it. It's the only big rock within, you know, a large vicinity. Okay, once you find the big rock, get on top of it, point yourself due west. Okay, and you see a little rock there. Go to the little rock. To the west. Come around the back, and you're going to see a little campsite here. Underwater campsite. Grab some gold, and you'll find a trap door. Alright, trap door to Bravo Wizard's Grotto. It's very easy to break your way in. And we're in. Alright. Shields up, Scotty. For those of you who are not following the walkthrough, you're kind of on your own with regards to how to handle the enemies in here. If you can't handle them, we'll just turn down the difficulty. Here you're going to come up against a giant slaughterfish. Right there. You may be able to sneak past it. Where we want to go is a hole in the ceiling. You may be able to sneak past it. For example, if he goes over there, which he often does, you can just, you know, go straight up to the hole in the ceiling. If you can't sneak past him, you're going to have to shoot him with your bow. And yeah, you can shoot your bow underwater, but it's just kind of, the trajectory is a little sluggish, but you can fire your bow underwater. Okay, so once you're here, let's just remove the marker. Alright? And you're going to point yourself towards the west. Okay, the west. Go all the way here, and then go straight up. All the way to the top. To the west. Here you're going to surface. Once you've surfaced on the west side, point yourself back towards the east. Right? And if you scroll into the local map, this is where you should be, right here. You see these two dots here, and you see these two dots here, and you are right there. And let's bring up that fancy smashy map that I worked up there, and you can see that's exactly where you want to start off. Okay, so what we're going to do, what we need to do, is we need to dive straight down and find a secret underwater tunnel that goes along here like that. Alright, and the reason being is because, let me just kill this slaughterfish here. Let's see if I'm in the right area. Yep. Okay, so as you're working your way through Bravo Wizard's Grotto, if you came by the Castle Bravo route, this is Castle Bravo over here. You snuck through Castle Bravo, came in here, and if you follow my walkthrough, you bypass all that. And what you want to do is you want to get to this locked door here, but it's locked. I just want to demonstrate that it's locked here. You just get past this guy here. Okay, we don't even need to deal with him. This is the door that's going to give everybody problems. Old wooden door. Needs key. How do you get the key? You don't. Fathus Aaron's has got the key. If you can pickpocket the key, well then, you know, all the power to you. But other than that, you're SOL. So this is how to get past that. This is the reason why we're doing this. I'm just explaining why, you know, we're going through this underwater route. Okay, so back to where we were before. Okay. Go into the water. Go down. And look straight down. Once again, that's the east. You see this little ledge right here? There's an underwater hole that leads into a tunnel just past this ledge. So let's just go straight down. Ledge is on your left there. Straight down. Turn to the left. And there is the hole right there. Swim through here. Okay, I'll show you the map where I am. See, now we're going through this underwater tunnel. See? It comes up here. And you surface here. That's how you get past that old wooden door. And now that we've surfaced, we can take off Fingleam. Okay, so there's the locked door, and we're now on the other side of the door. And now we have to just work our way through Bravo Wizard's Grotto this way. Okay, so be prepared for some human enemies here. This is a dead end, but there's probably an Atronach in there. This is the way to continue. There might be some, you see, obviously see something in there. There's a Clamphere in there. And here we go. Okay, I'm just going to skip ahead. Okay, Clamphere back off. It's completely random what's in here. I have found at times expert alchemy gear in here. That's completely random though. Let's just take this anyways. Alright, we came through here. There's the dead end. We're going through here and up this way. Okay, we got a Dremora. Shouldn't pose any too much problems. Die now. Down he goes. Let me just do something I've been meaning to do for a while. Is put Azura Star slot number 2. There we go. That way I can always check. Sweet. That could be a lot of fun. Alright, let's grab all that stuff. And don't forget the Nern root. Alright, it's pretty linear. We got a rat here. We got the zookeeper. And let me just recharge my bows. Get rid of some of the stolen goods here. There we are. We're about to break into Bravo Wizard's lair. This is another location where you might find some good alchemy gear. So let's break into here too. Okay, we got some human activity here. Oops. That was Mr. Fumblefingers.
Guess it was nothing.
And down he goes. Okay, so what do we get this time? More novice. Completely random. Hello. Huh. Yeah. That's why you should check these rooms, because you never know. This isn't officially a conjurer's dungeon, and this is where you find alchemy gear. So I lucked out. I got a master retort. What a thing to find. I'm gonna take that. Yeah, so definitely check all these rooms. But I didn't get a mastery towards Slack. Well, you're going to have to use the farming method. Alright, let's continue. As you can see, my lockpicking skills have improved immensely. I still can't stand lockpicking. Yeah, the lockpicking fairy visited me last night and, you know, installed another patch, and now I'm like, you know, but,
Must have been the wind.
Why don't I get the skeleton key? Because the skeleton, and it just spam auto attempt, because that like, it doesn't level up security. So it's actually counterproductive, and I think it's a lot more productive to power level alteration and just use open lock skills, because alteration applies to a lot of things. And he's down. Yeah, it just makes a lot more sense. What do you got? In my humble opinion. And I'm over encumbered. The hell, this weighs 62 pounds? Wow. Yeah, you're definitely going out. It's only got a 1 to 10 value to weight ratio. Alright, so this is a dead end. We're going this way and a hooker back around to Vathazaren's tower. I found some good alchemy gear here as well. In practice runs right there. I believe it's an expert calcinator, if I recall correctly. Yeah, so pretty much check everywhere. Okay, so it looks like we got a Daedroth here. Yep. I don't think I'm going to be able to shoot through the grate. Is he gonna let me like open the door? We're gonna have to shoot him. You there. Back away from the door. And go attack somebody out there. There we go. Okay, while these guys are fighting it out. There you go. I have yet to break a lockpick. Alright, so let me just see, make sure what bow I've got hooked up. The Zookeeper, that's correct.
You'll never take me down! This ends here!
That's right, stay motivated, Daedroth. Get this guy fighting for us. Awesome. Now go after that other guy. Oh, he's dead. Okay. Good on you. Good on you. Okay. You get the Brain Scrambler. And a little bit of Death on a Stick. Hold still. And down you go. Oh, a Mage's Hood. We'll take that. Maybe just take the blue suede shoes too. Dun. Okay, I want to continue to use up all these stolen soul gems here. in case I feel like engaging in some more petty crime. Okay, so there we go. It's pretty linear. There we go. Fathus Aaron's Tower. And his streak continues as yet to break a lockpick. Okay, so from this point, here we are inside the actual Fathus Aaron's Tower. Okay, we're actually inside. You don't need to fight any enemies here. If you could just walk past them, do so. This is the door right here that's locked from the outside. If you're trying to get in from the outside and it says it needs a key, that key is at the very top in the same... Oh my gosh! Why are you in these? Oh, a spider Daedra, yeah. That's right up my face. That key is at the same place where we are going to get the complete set of Apprentice Alchemy gear. So let's go to the very top. And you should probably check all the rooms on the way because you might find some other good alchemy gear on the way, as I had done before. Yes, keep going to the top. What is in the bottom there is completely random. Sometimes I've seen wizards there, you know, digging around with their spawns and whatnot. Okay, it's right over there in that... It's one before the top. There's the very top. Okay, and here's the wizard's lab. In this room here is a guaranteed complete set of Apprentice Alchemy gear. Now you will have to steal it. 2, 3, and 4. Who loves you? Now you have a complete set of Apprentice Alchemy gear, at the very least. Okay, so everybody's got this. Alright. And, yeah, what the hell? I believe the Arrow of Extrication is in here, in his chest, along with Aaron's Tower key. That's the key that opens the giant front door that I just showed you. So now, when we come back here to do the Arrow of Extrication quest, we can just walk in the front door and come up here, and instead of working our way through Castle Bravo and then through Bravo Wizard's Grotto and then through Bravo Wizard's Lair and finally in here, we can just walk in through the front door, right? So if you're thinking of doing the Arrow of Extrication quest and you haven't started it yet, Fathus Aaron won't be in this room until you actually start the quest. So if you want to grab the key without having to deal with Fathus Aaron, that's how to do it. Just come here beforehand, grab the key, and then you just walk in the front door. Okay, so that's everything. Can we fast travel from here? Let me just demonstrate using that key to open the front door. And I should be sneaking, just to level up sneak. Okay, we're just going to ignore that spider Daedra. You got the place to yourself there, buddy. The door. Next time we come back, we just walk right in. Sit right down. Baby, let your mind go on. Alright, so that's it. That's the first method of getting some better alchemy gear. Everybody has at least a complete set of Apprentice alchemy gear. Shields down, Scotty. Let's go shopping. And first I want to dump off everything I can to lighten the load. here in Imperial City.
Good day.
Good day.
May I interest you in some of my fine wares?
Alright, we don't need that. The Greater Staff of Corrosion. I'm definitely going to hang on to that and play around with that. Fortified Willpower. I'm not terribly excited about this.
You got a great deal there.
Okay, so since I have a complete set of stolen Apprentice Alchemy gear, any other Apprentice Alchemy gear I don't need. So let's just sell this.
You got a great deal.
And I got a Master Retort. Don't need the Novice gear.
That seems a fair price.
That might be useful. That might be useful.
You've made a good bit.
That might be useful too.
A fine
You're
transaction.
making a pretty penny here, boss. Alright, we don't want, obviously don't want that.
That's a fair deal.
And we're good.
Thank you for
Okay, so
your
Carrywood is respectable. And she never has any good
Can I
alchemy
interest
gear
you
for
in
sale
some of my
because
wares?
her inventory never responds, so that's a bit of a glitch. You're gonna have to fix that.
You too.
Yes? No one. May I interest you in some of my fine wares?
This guy, all he ever has for sale in the alchemy department is the glow dust.
Good day.
The only other reasonable place to buy alchemy gear would be the main ingredient here in town. I never really rely on the shops in Imperial City
Good morning.
to provide alchemy gear. I'm going to take you on a tour
I haven't spent too much. Hello.
shortly.
Chestnut Handy Stables now offers.
Here we go, the main ingredient.
Finally. May I interest you in some of my fine
Okay,
wares?
alchemy. There he has a journeyman retort. I'm surprised. We have a master retort, so that's no good. Okay,
Farewell.
so our shopping trip has begun. Let me just go home and level up. Yeah, that's hilarious. Seeing the shadow of the bow because he's invisible. Okay, level me up, boss. Once again, 5 points into strength, 5 points into willpower, and 2 points in speed. Confirm. Okay, so we have an Apprentice Alembic, Calcinator, and Retort. The Retort is redundant because we have a Master Retort. And let me stash this stolen novice gear. There we go, carry weight is respectable. Okay, so we got a Master Retort, an Alembic, a Calcinator, and a Mortar and Pestle. We are looking for better Alembic, Calcinator, and Mortar and Pestle. Let's go shopping. Did the garden respawn? No, it did not. Alright, so let's go shopping. This is the shopping tour I always make to find some alchemy gear. If you're going on this shopping tour, from level 1 to level 5, you're just going to find novice gear. From level 6 to level 13, you're going to find apprentice gear. From level 14 to level 17, you're going to find journeyman gear. And level 18 and above, you're going to find expert gear. Potentially. Potentially. Not guaranteed, potentially. Alright? And master gear is never for sale, although I just read a Reddit this morning where some guy claimed that he bought some master gear. That's completely unconfirmed. He didn't provide any proof. That's what he said. But according to the USP website, master gear is not for sale. And as far as I know, that has not been altered by the Oblivion Remastered remake. So we're going to Anvil first. Anvil right here. And we're looking for Felon Relis. There he is, right there.
If you're looking for hard to... Have a look around.
Okay.
You won't find better prices in all Tamriel.
Hello. Great. So this is the best we can expect to buy. Let's buy them both. He's also got a journeyman retort. Excellent, we're off to a great start.
Thank you for your business. Take care.
Next, we're going to Coral. Nothing in Skingrad. Coral, go to the north gate. It's after hours. Let's wait till daytime. Okay, so we're going to the Coral Mages Guild. Go south and take the first right. And there's the Fighters Guild. Typically right next door to the Fighters Guild is the Mages Guild. There we go. Here we're looking for Angalmo. There he is right there. He's typically in this alchemy room right here.
A pleasure to speak with you.
Angalmo.
You never know when you might need a good, strong potion. Best to stock up now while you can.
Quiet you, we're doing a walkthrough here. Okay, so you should always just go to the alchemy department and click on sort by value, and you get all the alchemy gear at the top. Okay, so let's see what we need. I got a master retort, I got an expert mortar and pestle, an expert alembic. So basically I'm just looking for a calcinator, and he has one. Bingo. Okay, so right now I have the very best alchemy gear that I can possibly get, with the exception of farming for master gear, because master gear is not available to buy. So I'm maxed out here. The only way you can do better is to farm. But I'm going to go through the rest of the shopping trip
Have you
anyways,
ever thought of joining the Fighters Guild? I've never really thought about it.
just in case you weren't so lucky. Next would be Bruma. And let's just do the shopping tour anyways to see if there is any master gear available for sale. Bruma, we're once again going to the North Gate. From the North Gate, go southeast left past the fire. There's the fire. Drop down here. And this building right here is the Mage's Guild. Let's go around to the front door. There you go. Mage's Guild. Let's go in. Here we're looking for Selena Orenia, who is found... She should be right here. There she is.
I hope I can help. Only quality goods for sale here.
Alchemy.
What can I interest you in?
Organized by... And she's got an expert calcinator and expert retort. So as you can see, expert gear is fairly available if you go to the right people.
Bye.
Next, let's go to Shadenhall. Here we're going to the West Gate. And we're going to turn south. Go past the Well Alley. That's what I call the Well Alley. That's where we dove down into the well and got the Ring of Burden previously. Here into the Mage's Guild, and we're looking for...
Hello.
Island.
What's new with you?
Island Way.
Sounds like the
Is it you?
Empire has
There she
given
is.
up.
It's
Island
my
Way.
pleasure. I offer the finest goods and lowest prices
Alchemy,
in
organized
all
by
service.
price. And she's got an expert mortar and pestle and a journeyman retort. Not very well stocked, but hey.
Be
Stopping
seeing
the
you.
skooma trade and elsewhere.
Still no master. I have my doubts that master is for sale. I think that guy might have been bullshitting. Post a comment. Next would be Bravel. Here you have choice of Castle Bravel or just simply Bravel. Go to Bravel. Let's wait till daytime. Okay, in Bravel, you're going to go south all the way down to the end of the street. Turn right, and you're going to go here to a Warlock's Luck right here. And
Take a
this dude right
chance on
here.
the Warlock's luck.
Yeah.
Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in?
And he's got, I mean, he's got the worst luck. He's only got a novice mortar and pestle for sale. That's pretty pitiful for an alchemy shop.
Bye.
Can you steal something better? Yeah, that's pretty pitiful. One more stop. Would be Leywin. Here we're going to the West Gate. Okay, here we're going east past the church. There's the church. Hang it right here. Look for the statue. There's the statue. Hook around this way, go past the red building. Go left. And the mage's guild should be that building right there. Nope. What did I do wrong? There's the red building. Sorry, it's right here. And here we're looking for Alvis Uvenum,
Say a whole island with an
who's available.
appeared near Breville.
Major slack. Oh, wait a minute.
The world
Between
wasn't
7 and
crazy
4
enough
p.m.
already.
7 a.m. and 4 p.m.
Goodbye.
That's her right there.
Nice to meet you.
Alvis Uvenum. Between 7 a.m. and 4
The
p.m.
Leowin chap.
Most of these merchants are available during the day, like during business hours.
Can I interest you in some of my wares?
Alchemy, organized by value, and she's got a... The best you can do is journeyman. And what I should have been doing is shopping for soul gems. I forgot to do that. Let's just do that right now. Here's the grand soul. Let's create that. Let's get that one.
Tell your friends about me. May all your travels be safe.
Yeah, at all these places you could be buying soul gems as well. You only need one for now. So that is it. How did you make out? Did you manage to get a complete set of expert alchemy gear? Post a comment. I did. And then some. I got a retort. Yep, how'd you make out? So, that's it. I'm going to call it. Next video I'm going to do, like I said, just for posterity, just for good measure. We'll go to Skingrad and make our way up to Sia Tatar and do a little farming. Not too much, because I can't stand farming. Just go through the motions. And we'll see if we can come up some more with some more massive gear. Thanks a lot for watching. If you thought this was remotely entertaining and or informative, you know what to do. Give me a thumbs up, post a comment, and most importantly, subscribe to make sure you get all my videos hot off the press. Alright, see you next time. Hey guys, real walkthroughs like these are an endangered species here on YouTube. For a complete lowdown on the YouTube video game walkthrough scene, check out my Patreon page and please consider making a donation to yours truly, Major Slack, to help keep real walkthroughs alive on YouTube. You can donate as little as $1. That's $1, that's all. That's all it takes. Alright? Thanks a lot. Really appreciate it.